Picture this. It is the year 2200, and I have just stepped out of my sky flat above Glasgow Green, where the air smells faintly of digital heather and synthetic urn brew. The sky is not blue anymore. It is this soft, radiant swirl of light and shimmer, kind of like someone melted a disco ball and painted it across the heavens. And no, I am not joking. The sun is still there somewhere above the dome, but it is filtered through layers of smart glass that adjust the lighting based on your mood. Sad, it is gray and moody. Happy, it bursts into this golden wave that makes everything look like a music video from 2090. Weirdly specific, I know, but welcome to Glasgow 2200. I am Ailsa, born and raised in Partick back when buses had wheels and chips came in paper, not protein cubes shaped like haddock. This city is my home, though it has changed beyond recognition. The pavements now float a few inches above the ground to save your knees. The bins speak in gentle Glaswegian accents, and the pigeons, well, they are drones now shaped like pigeons with attitude to match. I swear one winked at me yesterday, then called me pal and asked if I was lost. Honestly, I was. Where once stood Buchanan Street now hovers a kinetic walkway that senses foot traffic and adjusts based on your pace. If you are running late, it speeds up beneath you. If you are hungover, it kindly slows down and plays soft techno to soothe your soul. The shops no longer sell clothes. They sell experience pods. Want to feel like you are in 1994 again? Hop in, and next thing you know, you're in a Greg's queue behind a man in a shell suit yelling about sausage rolls. For some reason, I always choose that one. The Clyde is a masterpiece now. It glows like molten glass at night and is filled with luminescent fish engineered to dance when they detect joy. You think I am exaggerating, but I swear they do a synchronized shimmy when I pass by in a good mood. Boats have become art pieces. No one sails anymore unless they are rich, bored, or filming a music video. Most people use glide pods, which float silently and follow you around like lost puppies, waiting for you to think travel thoughts. Yes, it is creepy. Yes, it is brilliant. George Square still exists, sort of. It now levitates 5 meters above the original and hosts the memory archive, where holograms of historical Glaswegians pop up randomly to give you life advice. One time a glowing version of Ramsay Nesbitt appeared next to me and yelled, "Drink more water," before vanishing into a puff of haggis-scented mist. I took it to heart. I drink water now, mostly. My flat is in the Skyheim 12 complex, which is part vertical farm, part living tower, and part giant mood ring. The walls change based on how I feel. Yesterday, the whole place turned a violent shade of orange because I stubbed my toe on the food printer. That same printer, by the way, makes deep-fried Mars bars with no calories and no regrets. It also gives you motivational quotes while it cooks. The future is weird but supportive. Nobody works the way they used to. Offices are history. Jobs that used to be soul-crushing are now done by AI clusters that run on caffeine molecules and sarcasm algorithms. Humans mostly spend their time making art, solving ancient mysteries, or doing competitive cloud sculpting. I once met a lad who was trying to shape a cumulonimbus into Sean Connery's face. He nearly succeeded before a wind drone sneezed and blew the whole thing into paisley. Kids do not go to school anymore. They log into the brainstream and live entire centuries in simulation. Want to learn about ancient history? They just walk through a virtual Glasgow in 1820 with smells and all. Not always a good thing, to be honest. I heard one kid fainted after catching a full whiff of Victorian drains. Still builds character, I suppose. AI runs everything now. The big system is called the grid, and it links your house, your thoughts, your fridge, and your social life together. Think of something and it responds, sometimes too quickly. I once thought I might like a cuddle, and 5 robot therapy dogs burst through my door wearing tartan hats and playing the bagpipes. Lovely gesture, terrifying in the moment. There are still pubs. Of course there are. This is Glasgow, not the moon, but now the pubs float and shift location every night to keep things interesting. They serve smart ale that adapts to your mood and tells you jokes as you drink. I once laughed so hard my drink laughed back and spilled itself in solidarity. The bouncers are AI, but they still wear jackets to sizes too small for the vibe. Not everything is perfect though. The old cobbled streets where we played are now memory tiles you can only access through the CityMind interface. The sound of real rain is rare because of the dome. And yes, while it keeps you dry, it also removes that lovely smell of damp concrete and hot chips after a football match. You cannot fake that with code no matter how clever the simulation. Privacy is a relic. Everyone is connected to everything. Your dreams are backed up in cloud archives. Your thoughts are shared with the grid unless you pay extra for solo mode. I once had a daydream about crisps and got 10 ads for salt and vinegar face masks. So yes, it is efficient, but yes, it is a bit much. Still, Glasgow thrives. It pulses with soul and swagger. You hear laughter echoing off towers made of light. You see old folk teaching young ones how to play real instruments, not synth flutes or sonic cubes. And you feel that old fire, that rebellious, cheeky, proud fire that refuses to fade even when the skyline looks like Blade Runner and the seagulls speak 12 languages. So I ask you this. Would you trade your rainy walks and half soggy chips for this floating city of light and dreams? Would you swap your old tenement life for a sky flat with edible wallpaper and therapy pigeons? Or would you miss the smell of burnt toast from the neighbor and the sound of someone yelling F-wire hide at a lamppost? Let me know. Tap your neural wristband or just shout into the wind. The drones will hear you. This is Ailsa, your guide to Glasgow 2200, and whether you are future-bound or nostalgia-struck, remember this. We built this city with heart, with humor, and with more than a little madness. Stay bold, stay weird, and stay Glaswegian forever.